All right, guys. All right. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, right? It's your boy, man. And yeah, it's your boy, it's your man's with the plan, right? That's about to teach you supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no, but for real though, man. Right now, man, today, uh, so we put everything together, right? Of everything we learned, right? So we can do a summary and we can say, okay, Ken has taught us um right? We've learned key levels, right? Candles. We learned the downtrend, the uptrend. We learned ranging charts. We learned higher highs and lower lows, right? We learned how to identify the trend lines. We identifying patterns now. We know about the moving average strategy, right? We know about exhaustion, right? But what I didn't go into detail with was um support, guys. So that's what I want to talk about today, right? Support, right? And I only want to get into and I only want to talk about support because a lot of the times I do a lot of videos and I cram so many things together and it kind of be hard to really grasp it and understand it, right? Where if I make this concept of just one thing, right, or this index of just one thing, you guys can always go back to this point and be like, okay, and relate to this, right? So that is what I feel like, even when I was searching, right, to understanding what is support, like identifying support, I really couldn't grasp it because they was telling me so many different things, right? So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take you into this screen, and then I'm gonna share with you guys how I confirm my support or how I feel. Hey, this area could be a supported area, and then price could push up from this area. Okay, so yeah, would you be interested in that? Would you like to learn things like that? Right? Go ahead and hit the like button, right? Subscribe, right? Hit the bell, you know what I mean? And yeah, stay tuned, right? Because I'm gonna be dropping nothing but bangers. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping different strategies and things like that after I get done with this complete beginner's guide for you guys. And and you already know I wanted to document it and give it out to you guys for free because even I'm going to look back at these videos and resource off of it, right? When I be stuck and thinking like, oh man, what is my plan? What is my trading plan? I can always go back to these videos and relate to the basics, and then I can stick to my trading plan, guys. So you're going to start remembering that psychology is number one in this Forex market, okay? So now we're going to share them screens, and then we're going to pull this up, man, and then we're going to jump right into it, right? So the NFP, right? So the NFP has just went off, right? So that's why we got this beautiful area right here, right? So all this is the NFP, guys. So I know a lot of people wouldn't tell you about this, but hey, I might as well tell you about it since we on this subject, and since it's happening, right? So the NFP usually happens the first Friday out of the month. Okay, guys. So you just really want to be either you want to wait for this area or you want to stay away from this area. Okay. It's news related, so anything can happen. They might say a positive report and we might get a negative reaction. They might say negative report and we might get a positive reaction, and vice versa. They might say negative report, we might get a negative report. They might say positive report and we get a positive report. Okay. Either way, though, I'm gonna get you guys trained up to understanding, you know, how you could have got into this trade, how you could have entered this trade, and all that, right? By looking for support, guys, and finding support, right? So let's jump down to it, right? So me personally, right? If I'm looking for support, right, I'm trying to look at price at the lowest area, okay? So I'm trying to find price for the lowest amount, and I'm looking at price in the lowest area, right? So right here, if I'm looking back in the past and I'm seeing, okay, we got price down here, and seems like the furthest is going, and it don't seem like it's pushing back here because of the story that the candles are telling me, and my moving averages are telling me, then okay, I will mark this off as support. I see exhaustion right here. So we had a trend of a downtrend going down to the downside, and then all of a sudden, right, price got to this point and it couldn't get lower, right? So this is where I would put my support beam at, right? So now, okay, boom, I'm locating support. Now what I do is I go to settings, I go down to templates, and then after I change the colors and everything, but I have a template right here, what you call a buy zone, right? So what I would do is draw me up this rectangle, and then I would put this buy zone here, right? So we already know about trend lines, finding trends, and things of that nature, right? As well, too, right? So um that is what I will be looking for, right? In these areas, right? Around this time where, okay, I got a downtrend, right? And then now I have exhaustion, right? Which I already showed you guys. Then we got also structure market, right? And then we got patterns, right? So we understanding everything. We know a ranging market, we know an uptrend, a downtrend. So this is what we're trying to set our eyes up for, and this is what we're looking for. This is what we're trying to identify. So we're trying to do everything that I showed you guys in the past to be able to determine what's going on in the future, guys. So we're looking at historical data when we're doing this. So boom. So now I'm looking for support, guys. So I want to support an area. So now I have me the lowest area that price has went. So now I have this supported area. Okay, guys. So let's just say none of this is happening yet, right? And then here, boom, I'll bar replay it. I'll bar replay it so that we can understanding how are you trying to find support, Ken? How can we do this? You make it look easy. How can I do it as a beginner? All right, so now we see price at this lowest point, and we see price not going past this point. We don't know for sure yet, but we do know that prices came to this area, wicked off this area, and starting to create higher highs, right? So now we can push play on this, guys. We can push play on this. And this is how you can either be patiently waiting, or how you could try to make money off the market at all times. Okay. So now price is going and going, and you're trying to figure out, hey, what's next, right? I'm in my lowest. I want to get in for this buy. I want to push up, right? I'm looking at price to want to push up, right? So that's what we would have did. We could have got out at our last low right here, or right, we waiting on the NFP, right? So this is late. This is at nighttime, right? So now we looking and we waiting on the either we waiting on our entry or we didn't entered already, right? Because we like, okay, we found support. Now me personally, I wouldn't have entered off of just me finding support right now, because at the end of the day, we see that the sellers had a market, and the market can continue to push down. Even though we saw what we saw, we're just trying to keep finding verification to see what price wants to do, guys. And like I said, every time we get to a supported area, we want to mark it off. So now, me personally, as I'm seeing, okay, price is failing to break this level here. So I'm gonna put a smaller box, guys. This is me moving, and this is me personally, right? And right now, I'm not really trying to get into entries, and I'm not trying to really get into X's and all that right now. I'm just trying to teach you guys support as how I would see it, and what I would do, right? And knowing and starting to identify trends, and knowing to identify what's going on, right? So now I got two touches here, and then I got this support level here. Now I'm personally, like I said, I'm using all my skills, right? So I'm drawing on, lines and things like that. So now I would have knew, hey, okay, price failed to make a new high. Boom. Now we cracked our line. Now price is pushing right back down, maybe to back to this area. Okay. So once price failed to get to this area, or retracing back to this area where we put our um our our other support line, so now we see an exhaustion here. I would have moved it down here a little bit, and now I would have been playing with price, and I'd have been already biased on a buy, right? So now this is developing my bias on a buy. So I see price come back, and it retests this box right here. Okay, boom, we get the wick rejection. So this is me just looking at the market personally. This is what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, I know a move is coming, but when and how and where, right? So now we looking, and we got our boxes drawn on, because we got another higher support, guys. So now we know, hey, this area right here is supported, which is a higher low, right? So we got a higher low right here. And so boom, we're looking at support, right? Okay, so we're watching the candle. At this point, now we kind of understand price is ranging. So we see price ranging at this level, right? So we like, okay, this could be our high for the day. This is me personally, because I'm trying to get to a bag. I can delete all this other stuff when it does not, if it don't happen, I can delete it, right? Um, blase split, right? Whatever, right? But right now, I'm just showing you guys support, right? I'm just trying to find all the supported levels, okay? So I'm gonna delete this, right? And then we're gonna try to look for the supported level. So now we see, okay, price is retesting this zone right here. we need to watch out for this zone right here because we know, hey, okay, price created a new higher high. It's failing to break this zone right here. So we know now this is a confirmed supported area. Okay, guys. So now we got this next push up to the upside. Price failed to make a higher high, right? So now we know, right? We got two support. So we're solely looking for buys, guys. We're looking for buy opportunities, right? So boom. We're looking at price reject this 14 area, stand above this 14 area. Solely looking for buys, okay? So right here we had an engulfing. We seen that we could have bought in. Um, um, right. So we wait. We're looking at this area, potential area of another confirmed high, right? So boom. We wait. We wait. Right. Let price see what it's gonna do. Okay. Now, mind you, guys, we have other indicators that's also allowing us to understand that if price is overbought or oversold, which I mentioned, you can put an RSI or a stochastic on, right? And then you can play with the numbers yourself. So it's looking like we got another confirmed high right here. We don't know yet. We're not really sure, but we see that, hey, price is getting to this level. And hey, it's failing to break this level or it's failing to make a lower low right now at this point. Now it's retesting it. Okay, boom. Now we get this breakthrough, or it could be a fake out, right? So we're not too much in a rush to really get in because we know, hey, boom, price can be back down to this around this area. It don't have to be perfect, but around this area. So boom, and we wicked off this zone. Now we have another confirmed high, right? Which is higher than the last high, right? So we got another confirmed higher low, okay? So now we got another confirmed higher low, another level of support. After we get that another level of support, the NFP comes on. After we get the NFP comes on, boom. So no matter what, it's probably like, oh, well, how could we have gotten a trade? It went so fast. So, hey, look, we got things called buy stops. We got buy limits. We got a lot of things that you can work with, guys. A lot of tools, right, that you can use. You got different indicators that can show you guys not exactly when to enter, but when certain things are happening or when certain things are going on, right? But you had three confluences more than just one or two, right? You got support here, right? Then you got a higher support beam, right? And then you had a third layer of support, right? That's telling you, okay, you could get in for the buy. I told you could have got in right here off the engulfing, right? And then you could have put your stops back behind here. So this side of this trade could look long position. You could have put stops back behind here, right? Or back behind here, right? If you got in right here and you entered in right here. So you could have got in for this entry here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. So now we could have got in for this entry here, right? Right at the put our stops right below here, right? And we could have targeted this next area right here, right? So let me see how many whopping pips. Let's see. For a measly, right? For measly 66, 67 pips. Okay, guys. So you could have easily got these pips really, really fast. If you took it all the way up to here, 70 some pips, okay? So simple, simple, simple. All right. Simple, simple, simple. Support, supported strategy, right? Support, support, support. Okay, boom, right? And we in this big consolidation range. So we got support, 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 and then we got this big old push, right? So that's how you really could trade the NFP, man. Like I said, it's more behind that. And if you want to get into that, we can go to SMS FX, right? You can Google it, look it up, do whatever you want to do, right? But at the end of the day, You know, I can mentor you guys. I am not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I can mentor you guys to where, okay, when you're placing these trades or taking these trades, you're taking good trades, and your risk management is in order, and your risk to reward is in order. So you understand that, you know, how many pips you're gonna get, how much money you're gonna make. You understand everything before you entering into these sales or into these buys, right? Or into these markets, period, guys. Yeah, I can mentor you with that. And like I said, hey, the first step is always seeking out knowledge. So that's an awesome thing, guys. If you're seeking out knowledge right now, give yourself a round of applause. No matter where you're getting the knowledge from, as long as you're doing your research right now and you're trying to figure you know, you're trying to figure things out, and you're like, hey, okay, boom, and these videos are a good help to you guys, then all I want you to do is like, share, subscribe, and then put in the comments and let me know things that I can like you know, better explain and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to give out as much game and as much knowledge as I can possible, just in a 10, 15, 20-minute video. But like I said, if you want to go in full depth one-on-ones, you have full access to me, um, you know, things of that nature. And you can actually sit down and find out what your weaknesses are. Then we can actually put a plan together, right? So we can see every part that you're strong at, and then you can try to, you know, boost up your trading, right? You know, in your trading strategy and what you're trying to do, because the biggest strategy is psychology and your mental, right? So whatever you're going through, whatever you can get through, however you feel, feelings and all that actually can affect you guys in trading, guys. So you know, FOMO, fear, you know, over trading, you know, angry trading, just, you know, come on, guys. So let's get it, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. SMSFX.